Hi, welcome to Atlantic Graphic Systems. My name is Julia Messick. I'm the showroom manager here in Columbia, Maryland, and we're going to take a little tour. Here's our Zonte machines. We have our Zonte End Press, which is an envelope printer. To our left, we have the X33 wide format printer, which prints a 24 by 36 bed. You can do 2-up 24 by 18 signage as well. Right next to it, we have the UV Unlimited, which gives you the ability to adhere ink to any object. Traveling over to our Morgana area, to my right, we have the Morgana Digifold Pro XL, which is a folder creaser unit, very popular. Right here is the BM5050, which is a square binder booklet maker. And right here is the Morgana SC6000. This is a digital die cutter plotter, very popular and very small footprint. Next is our Graphic Wizard room. This room has all of our Graphic Wizard equipment. Here we have the Synajet. This is a small flatbed digital cutter. Right here we have the 8336. This is a slitter cutter creaser. The Graphic Wizard laminator can also cut and slit, which has finished sheets coming out of that unit. Right here is our Graphic Wizard Perfect Binder, very easy entry-level beginner unit. And traveling in here is our wide format showroom. So right to my right over here, we have the Epson printers, an Epson R series and an S series, resin and solvent. And over right here, we usually have our Vanguard wide format printer. However, we just sold that machine in our showroom, so replacing it at the moment with these laminators. The new Vanguard awaits this space, but for right now, we have the GFP laminators. Right across the room is the Suma S3 roll cutter. Cuts roll substrates such as vinyl and more. And right next to it is the Suma F series. This is our flatbed cutter. Can do various sheet sizes up to 5x10 continuous feeding. And right here are the tooling that can be added to the Suma. And lastly, we have the Mamaki UV roll-to-roll printer. Here we have a mix and match of new and used finishing equipment. To my left, we have the Matrix 370 laminator and foiler. To my right, we have the Digifold Pro, a little bit of an older model, but refurbished and ready to go. Here we have a Horizon line. We have the 3-knife trimmer HT30 right in front of us. And right behind it, we have the Horizon BQ470 Perfect Binder, connected in line to an HT1000 3-knife trimmer. And over here, we have more Horizon equipment, such as the CRF folder creaser, as well as the RD4055 rotary die cutter. This equipment has been sold and is leaving us, so we're getting our accessories together for installation. And in addition, we have the APC 610 24-inch guillotine cutter. Over here, we have some machines that are being refurbished, new pieces of equipment, and used, ready to be sold and shipped. And lastly, over here, we have a Suma F1612 brand new in the box, ready to be installed at a customer site. And that's our Columbia, Maryland showroom. Now let's go over some of our most popular machines in terms of daily maintenance, weekly, and even monthly. The Zonte End Press is designed for easy preventative maintenance. The Zonte End Press is an envelope printer. We have an envelope feeder to our right here, as well as 2 other trays. The end press is really easy with consumable replacement. Opening up that tray here, we have our drums and toner, all of which can be easily replaced by the operator. There are several other steps in doing preventative maintenance on your Zonte End Press. Some of them include using the touchscreen provided on the Zonte End Press in order to do certain functions. This includes formatting the hard drive to free up some space from large PDFs being processed, density adjustments, and registration adjustments. All these can be done through the touchscreen and are very user-friendly for the operator in order to do preventative maintenance when troubleshooting arises. Pulling out the unit that shows our user units and our paper path direction, this is sometimes used when there's an occasional misfeed or you have to clean out some of the rollers. Within here, this is where you can be clean your transfer roller, internal cavity, ID sensors, and your paper dust catch. Cleaning your paper path rollers are really important for when paper dust gets on them and the sensors aren't seeing them correctly. For instance, this is the bypass roller, and making sure it sees envelopes or sheets each time is very important to production. In addition, opening up, you can see your paper path rollers. Cleaning them frequently limits downtime. In addition, the belts that are on the bypass envelope feeder are important to clean to make sure a clean, concise paper path. Lastly, the wand provided in the Azante and Press toner section can help clean spots on the drum and toner to ensure quality prints. Any information discussed can be found in the Azante and Press preventative maintenance video with visual and audio guide. The Azante and Press provides quality and fast production for envelopes. Having a separate printer with no click charge and one flat time fee is important to ensuring quality and efficient production for envelopes. The printer itself has a wide range of options, but using Azante IQ, which comes free with Azante and Press, can really enhance your options. Printing with different resolution, paper paths, and more can create efficient, fast production with easy operator use. The Azante Empress is one of our favorite printers and one of our best selling. Printing 50 envelopes in under 40 seconds, this machine is powerful and a great addition to schools and both production facilities. With its easy-to-use touchscreen as well as the Azante IQ that's provided with the equipment, this creates a powerful duo that can't be beat. The Azante X33 is a UV flatbed printer with a bed size of 24 by 36, able to have 2-up 24 by 18 signage. This printer is very popular for entry-level UV and entry-level wide format. In terms of daily maintenance, what you would like to do each morning is print the swatch of CMYK with white underneath, as well as a test nozzle print in order to make sure all your nozzles are there and fully functioning. This should be done every morning in order to get all of the ink that is sitting in those print nozzles out and have ink flowing. Here on the touchpad, we recommend cleaning it often to make sure there is no ink residue and to have a fully operational clean screen. Here is where you can do your nozzle test and clean your print heads if needed. Maintenance can be done on the touchscreen as well. Opening up our machine, you see our UV print head. It's important to take out the carriage when needed to clean under the print head as well as clean the UV lamps. Behind our machine are our ink levels. Making sure that all ink is sufficient and there is no beeping occurring for low ink alarm, it's recommended to clean around the area for these ink bottles. Within these ink tanks, it's recommended each week to stir those ink tanks manually to make sure there is no built-up ink. Using the provided stirrers, match the color up to each ink tank and store accordingly. Aside from the ink properties with preventative maintenance, the X33 also has an addition for the UV Unlimited. This UV Unlimited is a lamination machine that can adhere ink to any object. Preventative maintenance on this machine is making sure your rollers are clean and having no sticky residue on the rollers to ensure a clean lamination each time. The great thing about Azante IQ, which comes with the X33 as well, is the reminders to stir the ink tank or empty the waste ink bottle as well. All of these can be reminded via Azante IQ. In addition, cleaning the UV flatbed is important to ensuring quality vacuum. This flatbed is coated, so all ink can be easily scraped off with a blade. The Azante X33 UV flatbed printer is one of our most popular flatbed entry-level printers. If you would like to see a full-on demo of using it as well as UV Unlimited, visit our YouTube channel. The next preventative maintenance is our Epson S series. The Epson S series is a solvent printer, comes in different ink configurations. Right now we have the top of the line, which hits most of the Pantone book at 98.2%. Going over preventative maintenance, making sure your guides that hold down your paper path are clean and no ink residue are on these. Checking your ink cartridges to make sure they are full and properly placed in the machine is also preventative maintenance. Lastly, with our Epson S series, all Epson printers are fairly easy to do maintenance with. When you lift up each side of the Epson printer, you can see a diagram of where to clean and how to clean. Cleaning around the print head and the UV lamps is important to ensuring quality and fast prints. Cleaning the Epson printers is automatic as it purges itself. The Epson printers do a great job of maintaining themselves. Next is our Summa S series. This is a roll cutter. The only preventative maintenance on these types of machines are 3 things. 1, the cut stick, 2, the rollers, and 3, the blade. Making sure your cut stick is rough and firm and not too smooth is important to making sure that the cuts will be clean. The rollers that hold the material in, making sure there is no residue or dust on these, ensure that these are properly being used. In addition, always having the rollers placed in the upward position prevents flat spots on the rollers. Lastly, the blade, making sure the blade is tight enough and that you can be changing it easily and having enough blade showing is important when operating the Summa S3. All of the above can be trained when installed from AGS. The Summa S3 roll cutter is very popular when making vinyl signage as well as doing print and cut jobs. The Rhinotuff CBS 3000 is a coil binder. This coil binder has some preventative maintenance, including dusting off all of the coil mess that comes from punching out the pages, ensuring a sharp coil knife that binds the ends of the coils together, and vacuuming and cleaning around the machine to ensure there is no paper dust and particles. Here's our Graphic Wizard Slitter Cutter Creaser. This slitter cutter creaser can also perforate and do a lot of digital cut jobs. Preventative maintenance with this machine are cleaning the roller and the paths that the paper uses, as well as taking a look at the slitting heads. If you're interested in learning how to take apart a slitting head in order to dust off, visit our YouTube channel. These heads can get paper dust particles inside and might not have great clean cuts. Lastly, with the Graphic Wizard, emptying out the waste bin is important to make sure it doesn't overflow and ensures discharge of any paper trash. The Morgana SC6000 is a digital plotter. This is a newer machine to AGS and it just came out last year. This creates door hangers, packaging, and more. In terms of preventative maintenance on this machine, making sure your crease and blades are in the sharp and correct position is important to making sure that the cuts are accurate. Making sure the rollers are clean will ensure a greater paper path. And cleaning around and in the machine ensures no paper dust particles will be present. The Morgana SC6000 is a new machine to AGS and has had a lot of success. Its small footprint with a digital plotter and ability to do variable print is very successful in the industry. Thank you so much for visiting Atlantic Graphic Systems. Hope to see you soon.